Hi, this is Dena with Left Lane Finds and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be the haul video from the 3 grad sales I went to the other day. I'm going to do them in order. So these are the items from the first grad sale, then I'll do the second one, and then the third. Let's start over here. I picked up this needle point. It's actually, it says Cruel Stitchery up there, Nature's Blossom. I picked this up because it's still new in the package. And I love finding these type of items either in the thrift store or in this case at a garage sale. Look at the boho vibes on this. This is so vintage. She wanted $1.50 for it. I'm like, yes, please. And when you flip it over, you can see there it is with all the yarn that comes with it, or thread. It says it's an 18 by 24 inch. I would expect to get $25 or more for this. When I list it up, I'll tell you exactly how much I'm listing it up for. So keep an eye out for that. Then the next item I picked up was this. I could tell right away this was like handmade. It's not quite quilted because I think those are all glued on there. So it looks like it would be quilted, but I think they actually glued those pieces on there. And I just love that with the black cat on there. And it is signed. It says 2001. So it's 20 years old. I'm going to be listing this up in my eBay. Oh, and the other one is also going to be listed up in eBay, cross-posted to Etsy. I'm going to list this up on my eBay, and I'm going to ask anywhere from $12 to $15 for this item. And I paid, well, all in, it was $7. And I'm pretty sure this was $1. That was $1.50. We'll try to keep track as we go along here. And then check this out. Of course, I love picking up the pictures that are already finished. These needlepoint, or this looks like crewel to me. In fact, it definitely is crewel. You can see how the stitching is on that. And it's an owl, which of course, you know, is definitely that vintage boho vibe. And the lady said that she did it herself, and I said, oh, when did you make this? And she goes, I don't remember. She was an elderly lady, and to me, this looks like it was made in the 60s, possibly 70s, maybe leaning more toward the 70s. That was all the vibe to be doing these types of crafts. I paid $2 for this, and I'm expecting to get anywhere from 18 to 20, maybe even 20 to 25 for it. I'm going to put this up in eBay and Etsy. Then I picked up this baseball hat because it's more feminine. I pick up men's baseball hats all the time, but not so much on the female side. So I picked these up too because I like to wear baseball hats. And it's pink and white, says Mercedes-Benz on it. I would expect to get somewhere between like $15 and $18 for it. It is dirty. It is dirty, which is probably why the person's like, oh, but we were standing there talking about how to clean them. And I was like, oh, I just watched a video on how to clean them. Like if they have the cardboard in here, you can still soak it in a bucket. Of course, if you have that contraption to put it in for the dishwasher, you can do them in the dishwasher. But you can just soak these in like OxyClean and laundry detergent in a bucket and not ruin the the brim, or the, not brim, what do you call it, the bill on this. And the other woman was listening to us, and she goes, this isn't cardboard, it's plastic. This is a more modern hat. And I'm like, oh. She goes, you can just throw this right in the washer. I'm like, how easy is that? So I'm going to wash this up, and then I'll be listing this on Poshmark and eBay. The last items I got at that particular garage sale were these Fiesta. And they're 2 different colors, and they have 2 different markings on the bottom. This one says HLC Fiesta USA. Just love that green color. Now the bottom down here says Homer Laughlin China Fiesta USA ZZD lead free. See if you guys can see that. I was immediately attracted to the colors. And then when I turned it over and saw that it was Fiesta, I was like, oh yes, it's vintage and collectible, and I definitely wanted to get them. So I said, how much for both cups? And she says $2. I'm like, yes. I would expect to get anywhere from $8 to $10 a piece for them. Now I have to look up to see which how old these actually are, because that does affect the price. It depends on whether the little F is more valuable or less valuable. There's also the capitalized F on the Fiesta, and they do go for different prices. And I'm not sure on the colors. I'm like, maybe the colors matter. As I do my research and list them, I'll let you know what I actually found out and what I list them for. So this one looks the same as the other one. So they were bought at the same time, same marking on the bottom. So this is my haul just for garage sale number 1. Stay tuned, garage sale number 2 haul will be right up. Here is my haul from the second garage sale. This was the one with all the Nerf guns. They had that giant collection of Faltzgraf, and they also had lots of Pyrex and Osterizers. I didn't want to buy it all, but boy, it was tempting to buy certain things there for sure. Let's just start over here. I recently got one of these at an estate sale. Now this one is slightly different. They're all different depending on how old they are or what year. He wanted $10 for this Osterizer blender, and I said, would you take 8? And he said sure. He had multiples of everything. So I only took one out of the 2 blenders like this. He also had the entire sets of the Oster set where it has all the attachments and things. But I was just interested in this. I just looked up the solds on this, and one sold just like this, believe it or not, yesterday for $39 free shipping. Found another one that sold a couple weeks ago for $35 free shipping. So that's kind of in the price range I'm at with this. So I paid $8, and I would expect somewhere between $35 to $39 with free shipping. Now this is quite heavy, so that shipping would eat into that profit. He also had these. Now he had them some out of the box, some in the box, and I'm like, well, that is a vintage box, and the box itself probably has value to it because I have never seen these before. These are the little containers that you put on top of the blade there, and then you can like mix right into it, and then it's got lids and you can store what you mixed. Isn't that cool? Look, right there's the instructions. This is the Osterizer mini blend containers. I just had never seen these before, and I'm like, I'm half tempted to keep this for myself for my own Osterizer blender, but I'm not going to. Turns out that if you have the box like this and they're all in there, you can sell it for around $22. In fact, 3 weeks ago, that's exactly what the person got for it, was $22. I seen plenty without the box, and they don't go for as much without the box. Of course, this had some, you know, vintage goodness to it, so I'm so glad I got the one with the box. I paid $1 for that, and would expect, and I would think anywhere between the same price range, between $20 and $25, or, you know, around that $22 range. Then out of all the Pyrex bowls he had, I was like, ooh, these small ones are always the ones that people are looking for. They always find the 3 big mixing bowls, but they can never find the smaller mixing bowls. So this is the woodland pattern, brown with the white flowers on that. It's the 401, and I don't know if you guys can see it. It says Pyrex there. And it says, yeah, 401, 750 milliliters. You know, for the oven, microwaves, it says no stovetop or broiler, Corningware. Oh, I'm sorry, Corning, New York, USA is what it says. So I'm definitely going to be putting this up in my Etsy. In fact, all 3 of these items will land on my Etsy page as well as eBay. And I sell Pyrex much better on Etsy than I do on eBay. I think eBay just gets flooded with it. So Anyways, on eBay, I did look up comps there, and this goes anywhere from $5 to $10, sometimes $12 on there. I just saw that somebody had this up for auction, and they got one bid on it. The auction's going to end in an hour, and they only got bid up for it to $1.99. So I don't know, maybe you can find some deals on eBay, but I'm definitely just going to put this only on my Etsy page. So my total spend here was $10, and it looks like I'm going to get a pretty good return. Up next is going to be garage sale number 3. And here we are with the haul from the last garage sale, the 3rd garage sale. My total spend at this garage sale was $25. The first item I spied at that last garage sale was this beautiful vintage wicker basket. And I asked her if the F&M stood for Franklin and Marshall College in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and she said no, this is actually a tea basket from England, that it would have been filled with tea. And I thought, oh, how awesome is that? And the name of the company is actually Fortnum and Mason. So these wicker baskets, and of course once people take the tea out, they use them for whatever they want them for. Storage, you can put just about anything in it. You can use it as a picnic basket. It's great for decor. And these are on eBay, and they go from anywhere from $50 up to $369. I was surprised. I'm not sure what to even list mine for. I saw some that looked similar to this one that were going in that $60 to $80 range. I paid $5 for it. The next thing I spied were these golf clubs, and I don't know a lot about golf clubs, so I did look them up while I was there, because I'm like, well, I know for a fact that these are vintage because they are not graphite shafts. These are like some sort of heavy, I don't know anything about, you know, golf clubs, so I'm going to be struggling here to describe this to you. But I did look up the brand, and the brand is called Ram. And it says Laser FX. When I looked it up, these are from the 90s. They're made in the USA. Can you guys see that? Made in the USA. Yes, they are dirty. We'll have to clean them, polish them up before listing. Let's see what else it says here on the shaft. It says True Tempered Dynamic Gold. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. On the grips here, it says Swing Right. Beautiful grips. And she had on here $20 for the set of irons. And I asked her, would you take 15 up? And she said sure. She was making deals. They were trying to put things away when we got there, so we were lucky and got some deals on things. And I'm like, great, I'll take those for $15, because I know that the other thrifter resellers, specifically the Bearded Thrift Machine, if he can get golf clubs for under $3 or around $3, he picks them up. And I knew I was getting a deal by getting 7 golf clubs for $15. That's definitely under $3 a piece. And so I got all these, and I can't wait to get these listed up. And these sell for in the $100 range. Now, the sets that I was looking at, the sets are all over the place. I have number 4 iron the whole way through up to the pitching wedge is what I have. And everybody else has different sets. There's different, some of them go from 3 to 9, and they don't have the pitching wedge. So everybody's selling up different versions of this same one. So I'm expecting to get around that, say, let's say anywhere between $90 up to $110 for this set. So it's pretty good return on that. And then the last item is this right here. As soon as I saw this, my heart dropped. I was like, oh, look at that. I'm like, I don't have one of those. And I said, oh, how much for, you know, the tripod? And she goes, oh, I don't know. How about $5? I said, I'll take it for $5. It's a Bogan. And I just can't wait to use this. So this is just going to be my personal new tripod that I'm going to use up in my emporium. This is everything from the 3 garage sales. However, I alluded to it in a previous video that I had a big announcement. And that big announcement is going to be probably, maybe not the next video, but it's going to be coming up really soon because I did a couple collab videos and those are coming up next. Oh, if you guys are seeing stuff over there in the corner, that was from our remodel. We still have all kinds of materials to get rid of, but I think I actually might see those tiles over there. I'm going to grab a few of those tiles because I'm going to use them to take some of my pictures because they make good backdrops and for putting under things. So before my husband throws them out, I'm going to save a couple of those tiles and put them up in my emporium. Got to keep reusing things. Keep things out of the landfill. So anyways, there is going to be a big announcement coming up soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Definitely hit that notification bell and put any comments or questions down below, and I'll catch you guys later.